Hi, Colleen here. I wanted to share a card with you I found on Mixed Up Craft, and I really loved it, and I thought I'd share it with you today. It's using the 3-inch die from the Shaker Window Confetti. So it's just a 3-inch die there. Plus I'm using the 2.5-inch circle die as well. This one here I've just made a little wreath out of some of our stamps. But we're going to put the Father Christmas, this little fella here, from Oh What Fun. And we're also using the Merry Christmas and the tree from this pack as well as the Believe. So that's what we're doing today, and we'll get started. So the card paper itself measures 5.5 by 9 inches. The piece that we're going to put on as the front panel measures 4 inches by 5.25, and the two panels that will go on the inside and the back measure 1 7/8 by 5.25, and you need to cut 2 of those. And you need a piece of acetate that measures 3/4 by 3.5 inches. So that's what we're using today. So we'll get started. Now the first thing we'll do is we will score our bit of paper. So we're going to score on the 9-inch side at, where did I put my, 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 and, just let me grab my notes. Pretty sure it's just 6 3/8 of an inch. And then we'll turn it to the other end, or if you've got a 12-inch board, you do it at 8.5. But I'm just coming back to do my 1/2 inch on this. Oh, get it straight. 1/2 inch on that side. So we'll just put that aside for a minute. Now the best way to cut the centre out is actually to cut it out of the paper first, because I've made that larger there. So I'm going to cut the paper first, then adhere it to the front panel here, and then cut that out, and that way I'll know I have a perfect match. So I'll just bring the big shot in. Weighs a ton. Oh, and I forgot, our back panel measures 1 7/8 by 5.25 inches too. That goes on the very back for somewhere to write. So we'll pop that on. So just line it up and make sure it's in the middle of your piece of paper, the 3-inch circle. Pull it off. Pop that to the side for a minute. Now we'll need that again in a moment. But before then, we'll actually fold all of our score lines. Now we'll come back here, and I'm going to adhere this to the very front and level it all up. Now I'm using Fern today, but you could use any colour that you like. Now I'm just going to add some adhesive around the circle. Oh, come here. And pop it on there. Now the reason I do it on this panel and not over here, actually I don't know, I just like it on this side panel. And then we're going to gently just press fold that into place. Now we'll take our 2.5-inch die, place it in the middle, making sure that it's got a nice, oh, I need my, just get this off of here. So you're just going to lay it on and make sure that you've got a nice even border all the way around, and then stick that down. See how it's nice and even. Now we'll run it through the big shot again. So just like so. So run that through and back. Now we won't need our big shot for anything else because I've already cut out the other pieces. so you didn't have to wait. Right, so now there's our border around. Our circles are over there. So now for the inside, we're going to take our 2 panels and pop onto the inside of our card. Now you can have the same colour. I can't do it with these because my blade needs changing, but you could have a different colour on the inside if you wanted to. But I'm going with the red. But it's your choice. I mean, if you had some different coloured papers you might like to add to the inside section of your card, feel free. Now, I might even put the back panel on, so I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas into the middle of, oh, that's Believe. Oh, there it is. Stamp the Merry Christmas into the back panel. So I'll just pop that onto there. And I'm doing this in Candy Apple ink. And I'll pop that onto the back. So I'm going to pop that onto that panel there. You can do this bit later, but I thought while it's all sitting there, I'll just do it now. Line that up onto there. That'll give you somewhere to write. I mean, if you want, you can have a second panel, but I thought one was enough. Now we're going to add our piece of acetate through the centre here. We don't want to bend this, we just want to keep it on the curve. And I can't find my glue dots. I had them a minute ago. That's strange. Oh, I know where they are. Here they are. Put them in another box. So you're just going to add glue dots to the end sections, like so. You'll do it on both ends. I put quite a few on because I want them to hold into place when they go down. I don't want them to move. And then I'll lay that on. And we'll just go across the centre. Seal them into place. Now when the card folds up, that will just curve out. This bit will fold and that'll curve, as you can see. So now we'll adhere this bit section down. So fold that over. Fold this end down to match. And all that's together, so your card's made. Now you can see how that'll sit, and that just bows at the front and not folds. And into the front of the middle of that, I'm actually going to place a couple of glue dots, so that when I go to put my little Santa on, I know we'll be in the right position. So there we go, and that way I know that they're not going to be sticking to the back. I've got that one up a bit far. So it won't stick to the back, it'll always raise up. So now for the Santa. Now I've already pre-cut him and stamped him. So first I stamped him in black, and then I stamped him in Candy Apple. And what I did was I cut off his hands and his feet. And then I cut off his hat. And then I'll cut his face out. So what's going to happen now, I'll get rid of these bits because I don't need them, but these bits will fit straight onto here, like so, and then his hat will fit onto the top. So we'll just adhere those down. Playfair Santa. So that bit's on. I'll stick on his little hat. If you want, you can 3D foam these, but I just thought I'd stick them flat today. There we go. And then I'll colour in his face when I can remember where I put my Shannon marker. Nope, I cannot remember. I thought I picked it up, but it's not here. Wait a minute, there it is. It was hiding. So I'll just colour in his little face with the, I think this one was barely beige, this one. I taught this card to our ladies up in Swansea, and I think they really like this one. I know, I liked it when I found it. Right, so now we're going to lay this down. Because we've already got our glue dots in the middle, I can just place him smack bang in the middle of the card, like so. Pressing down, and so when the card pops out, he sticks out from the front of the card, like so. Isn't that cool? Now I will stamp the tree and the words believe, and they're all the die cuts that come out of this set, because it has die cuts to match. So as you can see, anything that's got blue around it means it's got a die cut to match it. So I will stamp these. I'm going to stamp believe in candy apple, and I'm going to stamp the tree in New England ivy. So I'll take the believe, excuse my head for a minute, because I want to get this in the right spot. Hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, not too bad at all. Shut that up. Now for the New England ivy, I'll do the tree. I bought myself a new ink pad the other day. The other one had just run out, and I thought, you know what, instead of re-inking it, I might replace it. And that's what I did. So there's my tree. I should have done it in fern, but anyway, New England ivy it is. I'll move all this out of the way for a minute. Now I'm going to pop my little tree down here in this bottom corner. I think I'll 3D that. Two will do. Two will do. Pop that down in that corner. And then I'll just do the same thing with the believe. Put that up in this top corner, like so. Then I might get some little gems. Will I? I don't know. I don't know if I want them on there. Where's my clear ones gone? I might put clear ones on it today. The red's nice, but I think I'll go for clear. Come on. Yep, I'll go clear today. Put them on up there. And then put one on the top of the tree. Oh, come on. I'll put one in Santa's hat too. There we go, that'll do. So there we have it. There's our little, I forgot what it was called. Oh my gosh, isn't that terrible? It's called a floating pop box card. So I hope you really liked this today and give it a go. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.